everybody. It turns out we've had a pretty big setback with our flock. I came home the other day and found my big, beautiful Maran rooster standing out in the yard, all hunched up in the middle of the snow, which is never a good sign. I started to do a video on some emergency chicken care, which I'll show you a little bit, but it quickly became evident that we had bigger problems than what was going to be fixed. It happens. Sometimes chickens get sick, and we are going to talk about what to do. I came home today and found this beautiful rooster just standing in the middle of my chicken yard out in the snow like this, not doing a thing. And that is very, very unusual. So my first thing is to get them separated. So I brought him in and try to get them to eat. I feel if they'll eat, there's some hope. And he's not touched his scrambled eggs right now, so that is not a good sign. And he's very hunched down, and his mouth is open, and he's shivering. So I'm pretty sure he's cold to start, and we are gonna go take a look at him. So I brought him in, and he is gasping for breath, and this is how he's gonna sit. This is really not a good sign. So I'm gonna look him over. He obviously has gotten a lot of frostbite today. I don't know how long he's been standing out there. He's cold, and he's weak. So I looked him over. I don't see any signs of anything other than this frostbite. He seems fine. His condition is good. Like I said this morning, he was just fine, but he is not doing well. I know he's cold, so I have this warm towel, and I'm gonna wrap him up in the warm towel here and see if I can get him to drink a little bit of this Nutri-Drench. Getting warmer certainly can't hurt. And I don't want to put a heat lamp. I can put a heat lamp, but do you see all that frostbite? I certainly don't want to put a bunch of hot heat right up there by his head with that frostbite. So I don't want to do that either. And what I did was I diluted it to like a tea strength. And I'm going to try to get him to drink a little. And what I'll do is I'm going to put that just inside his beak here and see if I can get him to swallow it. I'm not going to squirt it down his throat. That's a great way to cause pneumonia. Well, the fact that I can't get him to drink and he's not eating and he looks like he's kind of gasping for breath almost makes me think he has a maybe like pneumonia type thing. I don't know if that's why he was getting the frostbite already. I don't know what happened to him. I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary, and I've been around here for the last several days. It's not like he's been left alone. It's never a good sign when you can't get them to eat or you can't get them to swallow and drink, especially if they won't stand up is not a good sign either. Meanwhile, I'm keeping a close eye on everyone else to make sure that this wasn't a sickness. I really don't think it was. I think it was kind of an isolated incident, but you never know with these things, so I'm keeping a close eye on everyone to see how it goes. Besides the fact that he was just a good rooster, and sometimes good roosters are hard to come by. He was quiet, and he was just big and handsome, and he was well-mannered, which is always a goal. But this was a breed that I have worked with now for probably, I don't know, 6-7 years. And I have gotten eggs and breeding stock from all kinds of people. And for the last probably 4 or 5 years, they have been exclusively mine, just mine. And I was really excited because I finally hatched out this male, and he looked a lot better than some of them that I'd had in the past. So, of course, I didn't keep it back up this year because I was going to really hatch out this year and add some females and really try to move forward in my stock. But that's what happens. Sometimes you take a gamble and it does not pay off for you. So here's what I have now. So that leaves me with Oreo here. Not quite what I was hoping for, but we're just going to have a little change in plans, which is what happens a lot when you're doing stuff like this. I still have my hens and may think about getting some new stock from a breeder somewhere this year. We'll see how it goes. And I still have my new Americana hens. So it just looks like I'm gonna switch my breeds this summer. An Americana rooster over a Leghorn hen makes a really cute little blue egg layer that lays a little bit better than, say, these guys do. So I don't know what happened to him. The only thing I noticed that morning when I came to let them out was he was on the roost, which wasn't unusual. He was acting fine, but he had a significant amount of frostbite on his comb, which I thought was odd because it really hasn't been that cold here. They might get a little tiny bit when the temperature gets around freezing and we have a lot of moisture, but not like what he had. And I remember thinking, oh, I'll have to keep an eye on that, but he seemed fine. And then when I came home, it was too late. So this has been another instance for me that when I find a sick chicken that will not eat, usually it does not end well, every time. If I can find them and they're sick, but they'll still eat, I feel that there's still hope, and it gives you a little time to figure out what's wrong. What was wrong with him, I don't know. We'll probably never know. He may have gotten into something. It may have been his heart. When he died, he was definitely on his side and trying to kick over onto his back, which tends to be a heart issue, especially in broilers. So that might also explain if he had some circulation problems, something going on with his heart, that frostbite, maybe the blood wasn't getting where it needed to go. I don't know, but I didn't investigate it further. So just trying to switch gears here and have a big change in our flock, but that's how it goes, doesn't it? So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys the next time.